painting range for blitz. And we're playing a blitz here. Good. And we got black pieces here. Let's play c6. Takes. Knight c6 looks good. This is the exchange variation of the carrow. Very popular nowadays. But I really like it with the black pieces because I think white doesn't get black under so much trouble with this line. Because black can develop very easily, finishing his development, and bishop here a little bit bothering, but no problem. I'm just going to play here. If he takes, I'm going to take back with the g-pawn. Let's just castle here. Let's just castle. No problem, you can take this. You can also take on g6, but that's not a big issue. I really like my position out of the opening because this bishop is stronger than a pawn. It completely guards my king side. Whenever he takes, I'm going to take with the h-pawn, then the h-file is going to be open, and I got a clear plan of playing a6, b5, b4, starting that minority attack gradually here. And I have to play very positionally here. Okay, queen g4 comes. Is there any threats? I don't see anything. But rook e6. Should be careful about rook e6 ideas here actually. It's a little bit bothering, so let's take my time a little bit. I just can play f5 here, I think. Sacrifice of the piece isn't that strong. Bishop f5, e5, knight f5, just king h8. Guards everything. Queen g5, I'm gonna go bishop e7. Knight f5, ef5, everything is protected, so let's go for it. Queen g3 is now forced. I'm gonna take, play b4, and positionally I'm very good. Positionally he's under all sorts of pressures. Let's take, play b4. And I'm also ahead on clock, that's great. Let's take, play rook b2. Takes. And what can we do here? Should I just take and take on a2? Let's go for it. Let's just, that's, the pawn is a pawn. But the rook comes, okay, no problem. Let's just safeguard the bishop first with bishop d6, also preventing some knight e5 ideas. Okay, pawn up. More time. Should be able to win this, hopefully. Rook f2 comes. I don't see any threats. Let's just play bishop g3. I didn't understood his reason for playing that move, so let's just push. This bishop is now very strong, you just can't attack it. I have to play knight here. Okay, this is somewhat problematic. Let's defend both pawns with knight d8. Should be more careful. Now knight f3 comes. Knight e5 is also coming, so very dangerous here. King g6 looks good. Now the knight can't move. Hi Parham, how are you? Play a4. Takes, okay, he's going for it. But now knight c6 looks good to me. Knight c6, rook f6. Oh no, rook takes c6 is there. So let's just push the pawn. I'm going to tie him down to the defense of this pawn on 3. And now this move is not good. Now I'm going to go knight c6, attacking this one, attacking this one. Now I'm going to take. Now the rook is on freeze. Sorry, rook is on freeze. And now just rook b2 comes. Rook b2, a2 is coming. Just a2. Just king g8. We have to defend. Rook b1, a1 is coming. Okay, he's going to take. I'm going to queen and take. And he just has to resign here. Just queen c1. This knight is doing a very good job in protecting f7. And check. Check. Let's check. Takes. Do you want to resign? Just mating one here. Mating one here. Good game. Let's rematch. e3, bishop here, c4. Let's go for my favorite line. Queen, bishop g4. Oh, that was close. I was pre-moving almost. So I really didn't like my position out of the opening. Where did I went wrong here actually? I just played d4 very late. That was bad. I should play d4 faster, not to give him this central pawns. Still not a big issue, but that's not my style. Queen e2, let's reinforce my queen. Takes. And now bishop a3, just to activate the bishop maybe, or knight b5. What was that? No problem still. Let's go knight a4, knight c5. This one is on freeze, but no problem. I'm going to take on b7 after that. So this will make him think at least a little bit. Knight b6 is also another threat. So queen d6 comes. And knight c5 now looks good to me. He's getting a little bit passive here. That's better. What should we do? Bishop here. e6 I'm going to take here. Okay, he's just getting passive here. I'm going to take. Now this bishop is very strong. I'm going to double on the c file. And h4 looks good now to reactivate this bishop as well. So bishop h3. f5 is coming. Now, how can I make my position better here? Still don't like it very much. Let's play knight b1. I'm gonna reactivate my knight here. Just having some similar plans with this knight. Still, I got the c file. That's good. If he takes, I'm going to take with a queen. But still not so clear how I'm going to break through here. Not so easy. Also, black doesn't have any concrete plans here. I don't see any big plans for black. 3 people are watching my stream. Okay, knight c7, let's just go knight c3, preventing knight b5. He's going to trade off these bishops, and I'm going to accept the trade. And now knight a4 comes. Now knight b6 is threatened. So now, let me see. Now knight b6 looks devastating. He just misses that, knight b6. Because on rook c2 I'm going to take with a check. And it's not just an exchange, it's a full rook. I'm going to take with a check. And again, he wants to continue the game. Okay, I'm going to accept the challenge. Okay, he resigns. Let's play another game with him. Let's keep going. He's going to go for the exchange variation again. Knight c6. Queen c7, preventing bishop f4. Now he wants to go for knight e2 instead of knight f3 this time. But bishop g4 comes. e6. Now I'm going to return. Bishop d6 is coming. f3 immediately was the main line here because e6 wasn't played at that time, so I think it was a better line here. He could have played. Let's castle. Now I really like my position. This b pawn is again coming. So let's take my time here, because it's important in order to okay, let me see. Can I play g6? I really like to play g6 just to safeguard every single square here. No f5 whatsoever. Also h5 looks good. Now this pawn is fixed on a weak point on here. Now I'm going to take with the e pawn. Now e4 is a very strong square for my knight. Again, I'm starting to like my position. Very good. Queen b5 comes. He wants me to play knight e4 and then go knight d7. Do I have any... I think it can be a trap here. Knight e4, let's go for it. Okay. I was planning for a6 here. But let's go a6 now here. a6. b5. It's getting good. a5. I'm going to go b4. It's getting under pressure again. b4. Takes. Oh, rook a6 I missed completely. But that's not a big issue. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is or no. Queen c7, knight c6, I'm going to take this. So I'm not going to lose this pawn on b4. Knight c6, bc3, knight b8, cb2. And still not so clear. But he doesn't go for it. Let's take this one. Now I'm going to try and attack the weak point that I created. Very typical play. Very typical of Karlspot structure. I really like this minority attack. You just create a weak pawn and you just try to win it. And now these two pieces are in the best files here. And now this rook is doing a very good job in protecting my king. But should be careful about knight takes g6 ideas as well. Might get strong someday. For instance here, if he takes, should be very careful. Okay, let's go queen a2. If he takes, I'm going to go rook b1. If he takes, I'm going to go rook b1 here. Here I also going to go rook b1. b1 and queen a1. Just this knight is supreme piece, controlling everything. Queen a1, threatening the mate. You have to sack the exchange, I think. Yeah. And now how to win the game, how to finish it off. Just trade off the queens, very simple. Or maybe not, maybe let's make use of his weak king. No, let's just play it simple. Just trade off. Just trade off, very simple. Not to run into any tactics or complications. d5 comes, now queen d1. Let's not trade, that wasn't a good idea. Because these two pawns are getting strong, so I don't like to trade. That wasn't a good idea. The endgame is not that clear because of these two pawns. And also his king is very close to my protected passer. So, okay, he now offers me a trade. But can I take this one now? Can I take this? Let's give a check first. Let's just repeat the moves once. And let's just take. Play rook d1. This is very strong. And now the second rook is coming into the action. Check. Uh-oh. Should be careful. E3 comes, E2 comes, and then rook A8 comes, and that's the end of the game. Wow. What is this? Okay, I'm gonna take, King G7, and this is a queen. Good piece of calculation, I really liked it. Now I queen the pawn, and Queen H4 is threatened, mate in 1. Okay, he protects, but Queen E4 is coming. No checks whatsoever, and just Rook D4. And takes. And this is mate. Good game again. And we're going for a 4th time in a row. This time I'm going to play D4 fast. Okay, he goes with C5 this time. Let's go with E3, not G3 this time, because I'm going to have more control over the center because he played like this. I'm going to go for an IQP. Again, very positional play. I really like to play positionally to put pressure gradually on my opponent and then squeeze the life out of him. So, Queen A5. Interesting. Let me take and play Queen A1. That's a very typical idea, to put the queen behind the bishop. First played by Reti, I think. Now let me take G4. Very strong position. I really like it. And now can I play F4 or something, or not? Just Queen B1. Queen B1 is very strong, attacking the pawn on H7. And on G6 he just weakens his dark squares so much. But not clear how to attack still. Not clear how should I attack. So Queen D3 is gonna take Queen D4. This knight is doing a very good job in protecting all these squares. So let's just keep the position with Rook D1, just making my pieces better. Now E4 is a new threat. And this king is not that good. Tied down to the defense of this pawn. And after E4 I'm just gonna take this one, and the attack will just crash through. So I really like my position here. How many people are watching my stream? 3 people, now 2 people. Queen C7 comes. Okay, attacking the pawn on H2. Let's go H4. Go H4. But Queen C2 is really bothering me here. Queen C2, I'm gonna go Queen A1 again. I'm not gonna exchange the queens. On Queen E4 I got Rook D4. But this is now a blunder, I think. Just Rook C1. Just Rook C1 and you lost your rook, my friend. Gets a bishop in return, but just bishop e5, very, very strong. Just bishop e5, yeah, bishop e5, and he's got no perpetual. Queen d4, very strong again. This knight is completely dominated by the bishop, and now trading the queens will just lead into an ending where I can easily win. Just Rook A8 and you can't defend this. Thank you very much. Great 4 games. 4-0. Very, very strong display in Blitz. Okay,